Now, remember I was, oops, hang on a minute, here we go. Remember I was talking about the reason why we use barbless hooks. Now, I've just gone and caught a lovely carp, around about 2 to 3 pounds. And when it was younger, somebody must have been using a barbed hook. And this is again another pet hate of mine. When people use barbed hooks and they don't know what they're bloody doing, they're ruining a fish. Now this poor fish I've caught previous in this lake, and I'm glad I've caught it today just to show you what I mean about people not respecting what they're catching and not respecting the rules of the lake of using a barbless hook. If you use a barbed hook, it's going to get stuck in the lift and they're going to rip it. And somebody's done that to this fish. And I'm going to show you what it looks like and how cruel somebody's been. And it's what really bugs me. I'm just going to get the fish unhooked first, then I'll show you. Now this fish, I did say, was about 2 pounds, it could be 3 pounds, but look at the state of what somebody's left it. And it's blind in one eye. Oh, come here, matey. This poor fish has got an air lip. Look at the state of that. How horrible is that? That's what a fish not supposed to look like. It's supposed to have a lovely mouth. That poor fish suffers to eat, but I've caught it again. This is about the 4th time I've caught this one. And he's got bigger. But that's what I mean about using barbed hooks. Don't, because that's what you cause. Put it back in the water safely. Again, that was a nice fish, rag. Gotta clean your hands. Slime. Only problem, slime. But I know quite a few people who are slimy. Never mind the fish. Right, that was my first one. Worth waiting for, as I said before. Again, I'm going to try and set you right, because you can't see the lake. Put that on. If I put that, now turn. Trying to sort things out. I've got to get a tripod. It's doing my bleeding head in this. Well, let's see if that works. No, no good. No good, mate. Not even. Oh, no, no, yes, that's better. Right, again, as I mentioned before, using a barbless hook is the most best thing you can use. So you don't harm the fish like that. Again, it's cruel. That's what I love about this place. Oh, my shot slid down, so that means the float's buggered. Let's sort it. Are you Polish? Romanian. Young Romanian lad there. He helped me out. He mixed too much bait up and he threw some in for me, which probably helped catch me fish. Thanks a lot. Thanks for that. See, help each other out. The only reason why he done it, he mixed too much stuff up and it wasn't sticking on his method. And instead of throwing it away or just discarding it in the water, come, yeah mate, have this. So I'm not going to refuse a bit of free bait, are you? I wouldn't. But sometimes when you're fishing and there's a load of people, excuse me, sometimes you can see a group of people and they're all together. You just had another bite. I'm gonna keep me rod in my hand now. Excuse me, I had a cigarette in my mouth. I do apologise. Sometimes when I've been fishing and I've got excess bait, I've got a load of maggots, I always go up to somebody and say, how long are you stopping for? I go, for a couple of extra hours. I go, do you want these maggots? Sometimes if I've got excess ground bait, do you want the ground bait as well? And 99.9% I go, yes thank you. Because, believe it or not, that means they've limited themselves to putting ground baits in, maggots in, sweet corn or whatever. It's nice to do that. You know, yeah mate, have a bit of that. And that's how fishermen help each other out. Now, these three lads are from Romania. Decent lads. I suspected straight away, oh, they're going to take the fish. Blokes come round, collected his money. He's gone to them, don't forget, fish back in the water. The old boy looked at me and winked. And I went, So I've heard him say this. So, I've got to keep an eye out. And just said to me, what am I doing? I said, I'm doing videos to help people learn to fish and enjoy themselves and relaxing times. I'm down here now. Oops. Leave me float alone. I've got two ducks playing with me float here. I was gone now. Now, he asked me, and I told him, he said, what's your channel? I said, I'm on YouTube. I've just started. On my last 3 that I made down below Anchor, down in Somerset, I got 5 people subscribed so far, and I've had 38 viewings. Please give us a thumbs up or write a comment, subscribe, try and give me any of you other fishermen out there who do this. I know there's quite a few of you do it, do the YouTube and all that. Can give me a bit of advice how to do it properly. I come from the Midlands. I don't go sea fishing that much. When I can. I enjoy my sea fishing. Very rare I go fly fishing. There is a place round here, over in Redditch, by the old, by the prison. I forget what the prison's called, so I don't want to go there. I haven't been there. I don't want to visit there. I don't want to become somebody's boyfriend or girlfriend. But if I can get a day down there, that's another venue I've been. And it's called an honesty box. You pay £35 and you can go in there because it's a private lake, and you can use your normal license for fly fishing on a lake, because it's not fresh water. If it's fresh water, then you got to get a license, a game license, because they're classed as game fish. On a lake, they're classed as lake fish, of course. But there is lakes out there where they breed them just for fly fishing. There is thousands of fly fishing lakes. I've only been to one, and that's up in Somerset, and it's called Clapworthy. Massive lake. It took me to join reservoir, and I said to my mate, "Shall we have a walk around this?" He said, "Go on then." And there's a dam. You can see the dam, massive dam. And I said, "Yeah, come on then, let's have a walk around it." 3 bloody hours after we got to back to the cars, after we walked around it, it's that big. And I thought, I'm not doing that again. I was knackered. But we done a day's fishing, and the thing that got me hooked onto fly fishing, funny story. Me and my mate down Blue Anchor, done our morning fish. Me and my old mate Edley, lovely old man. Proper Yorkshireman he is, proper Yorkshire. Got his little flat cap. Only a little man. I ain't named him Grandad. Good, a lot older than me. He said, I said, "What are you doing after you've done this?" He said, "Oh, I might do a bit of fly fishing." I said, "Really?" I said, "Any chance coming along?" He said, "Yeah, come on, have a go." So of course, I've gone with him. There we are. Here he is. I said, "I'll be your gilly." Now a gilly is a man who nets the fish for him. So like a good one, I'm following him round and watching him fly fish. I wasn't bored, I was just interested to see the way, to watch somebody do it, because I've never done it myself. He had half an hour left on his ticket. I said, "Yeah, son, have a go." I went sad off. I said, "Have a go." I said, "It's your gear, I don't..." "No, don't worry, he said. "Aye, don't worry, have a go." So of course, there I am. First couple of casts, he's talking me through it. Again, somebody who's got time and patience to show you. I've had a go. Well, the first thing I did, all in front of me, he said, "Go on, you stupid prat, you haven't done it right." He said, "Pull back, flick forward. Pull it back and flick forward." So I done it, and I got this beautiful cast. I thought, "Oh, that's good." I said, "Now what do I do, Edley?" I said, "Pull it back slowly. Pull it back, son. Pull it back." So I'm pulling it back. Brilliant. And then he said, "Have another go." So I've gone. And he's got a big fly on with wings. I've cast it out, and one of the wings come off the fly as it hit the water. About 6 inches away from the fly, this trout come up and took the wing. And he went, cover it. And like I thought, I said, what, with a bleeding blanket? He went, no, cover it. So what do you mean? He said, pull it back in quick and go back over again. So I've gone like crazy, get it in, covered it, started drawing it in. And lo and behold, what happened? The trout come up and took the fly. Bang. Now, I don't know if you've ever been on a big dipper and your stomach rolls and your body starts trembling and you shake. That's what happened. I got such a buzz by that fly, that trout hitting that fly. I eat this fish, and again, I caught this fish, and he turned around and he said, "Buy it, that was lucky." I went, and of course I started to take the mick out of him. I went, it was wanted, Grandad. And I said to him, I went, hey Grandad, can you beat that? He said, sod off, my time's up now, but you caught that fish. And it was a beautiful rainbow trout. Didn't have no scales on us, we just had the bag, what you carry, like a thingy bag, because you're paid £35 and you're allowed to take 5 fish home. So I restock it every year. So of course, like a good one, I've took this fish and put it on the scales. First big rainbow trout I've ever caught. I would say it was a good 18 inches long, weighing in at a whacking £9.4. And of course, we've gone back to this caravan. He said, hey, coming in for a cup of tea, lad? I went, oh, go on then. He said, yeah, you watch this. He went up to his wife and went, hey, love. He said, look what I caught. And of course, I've smirked and gone, what? He said, look what this jammy bugger's caught here. I can't sod all day, give him half hour, took rod, and he caught a bleeding rainbow trout. Look at this, love. We'll have that for supper. Well, the following day was car boot sail on the farm next door to the campsite where I was on down in Blue Anchor, called Holborn campsite. And they have a car boot every fortnight or every month, and I was there, so I thought I'd have a look round. So I took my wallet round with me, I had about 30-40 quid. No, I had about 50 quid in there. And walking round was this old boy. He said, them are nice rods, mate, fly rods this is. Them are nice rods. And said, how much? I said, I'm just starting. Started to learn how to fly fish, mate. And I noticed a split cane fly rod there, and I thought, now split cane are beautiful rods. I remember my dad having split cane rods when I was a kid. Going back, 50 odd years ago now. I was 4 when I went with my dad fishing the first time. Yeah, 4. I was only 4, fishing Hillswood Lakes. Seeing my dad catch a bream. And I went, well, I thought it was a dinner plate, because I didn't know what a fish was really. But anyway, I'm walking round to this old boy, and I went, how much for your rods, mate? He said, well, the rod comes with a reel. And he said, and a fly box. Well, in the fly box, I opened it up, looked at it, I thought, wow. All these bleeding colour flies, what do I do with them? Which is a wet one, which is a dry one? Well, you think about it, he said there's about 120 flies in there. And roughly, you can buy flies for a couple of quid, sometimes more. He said there's 120 flies in there. He said, how much you got on you, son? And I thought it'd be cheeky. I had 50 holes on me, £50 coins. I went, I've only got 30 quid. Hang on a minute, let me just check. So I kept 30 quid in one pocket, and in my other pocket I had the rest of the money, and that was all in fivers. He said, if you can push it to 35 quid, you can have them. Like, serious? He's gone, yeah. He said it comes with 3 or 4 spools, still changing spools and different lines on. I went, oh yeah. He said 35 quid. I went, okay. So I said, hang on a minute. I'll go and ask my mate if I could loan a fiver. I didn't want him to know that I had extra money in the other pocket. So I walked away, turned me back, walked away, come back. And I just started talking about the split cane rods. You know, antique ones. They were nice. And I said, how much for them rods here? They said, oh, can I have them for a tenner? I said, no, mate, you're underquoting yourself. I said, them are antique. So what do you mean? He said, I know nothing about fishing. I thought, well, get on the internet, type the name in for the rods. I said, I bet they're worth a couple of £100 a piece. I said, for that set, absolutely immaculate they were. Anyway, I bought this rod and reels off him, and the flies, of course. So you're talking over 100 odd quid worth of flies, plus the rod and reel. 35 quid, bargain. And then I was talking to him a bit more. He said, oh, I've got some more rods in the back. He said, they're sea rods and they're split cane. He said, I got them from my grandfather's loft. I looked at them and I can guarantee they were absolutely beautiful. If I wasn't who I was, if I was a bit of a shark, I could have took him them rods off him for about 30 quid for the whole lot. I said, do me a favour, mate, while I'm here, do you know how to use the internet? He says, yeah. I said, get on the internet, on your phone. I said, get on the internet, on your phone. He went, yeah. Type the name in and what they are. Actually, I helped him. Put the name in. Told him what they were, you know, sea rods, split cane, blah, 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 how long they were. Within half an hour, he found out he had £1,000 worth of split cane rods. And there was a bloke there who was a dealer in antiquities. I knew this bloke. Seen him before, and he's a shark. Went up to this old man, I'll give it a tenner for each one. The old man went, you can go swivel, mate, I'm taking him home. And this bloke knows me from down Somerset, knows what I'm like. And I went, and as I was walking away with the rod and reels that I bought, come up to me and he's gone, did you tell that old man how much them rods were worth? I went, yeah. Why? What's the problem? I said, you would have robbed that old man of that. I said, all fair in war and sport. I said, when you get old people like that, you don't rackle them, you give them a decent price. If you would have given that bloke 500 quid, that would have made that bloke's day. I said, and you still would have made a profit on them rods. So I said, don't come to monkey with me. I says, I know what you like. I've seen you do it before. I said, because I know a little bit about antiquities, as in rods, you know, antique rods. I said, you're taking a piss, mate. Don't do it again. So anyway, going back to this rod and reels I bought. I went round to my mate Italy, and he told me how to practice learning how to fly fish. He said, don't put a fly on, put a shot. A lead shot on it. Well, when I put on my floats down. For my float fishing. So I put one on and I practiced. And the next time I went down, about a month later, I phoned my mate Tedley, of course. I said, you down your van? He says, yeah. I said, how would you fancy doing a bit of fly fishing? And he's gone, yeah. We went round on Clapworthy Reservoir. Well, I took these rods home to practice. So of course there I am with all the flies doing this. Got myself one of them little hand rod, and not a big, keeping it landing that you got to have. One of these ones about so big, and a big loop. Well, me and him had the most best day we'd ever had. Well, he catches his first trout, about £3. I'd catch my first trout, about £1. You had to keep them because you can't put them back. Next one I catch is £4. Next, I took some scales with me, £4. Next one, £3. And my last one, beauty. £6.5 range. Anyway, we had our day's fill. Went home. And of course, I don't eat fish at the time. I didn't eat fish. I said to my mate Edley, I said, Edley, we're going to throw all these fish in. All these beautiful trout. And I don't eat fish. He said, you what? I said, I don't eat fish. He says, you prat, you. I said, do you want some? And he's going, well, I don't know. So there's a pub up the road from us on this farm site. There's a pub there as well. And I know they do, you know, the fish. And I went over, knocked on the door, I said, excuse me. Oh, I'm into a fish. Look. Look. This one's sizable enough to just lift out the water, down the net. It's not massive. Oh, again while I'm here. Nice little silverfish. Little roach. Now the hook has gone right down, so hence this. I always put the line in my mates like this. Hooks out, fish is unarmed. Fish back in the water. See? Simple. So, where's that gone? So simple what to do. When you get used to doing this, it's easy. But if you misangle a fish, you're going to ruin that fish. Now, as I said, to schooled you. Barbless hook. No fish coming out of her. I don't want to catch another big fish with a funny mouth. So this is the reason why us fishermen designed, again, us fishermen designed the barbless hook. Health and safety for the fish. Welfare, I should say. Now the wind's picking up a bit. The wind's picking up a bit. Oh, the Romanians just gone and caught a nice carp. So of course, getting back to Eddie, I said, you can have these fish. Oh, sorry, I went to the pub. Knocked on the door, I said, excuse me, I said, I've got some fresh trout here if you're interested. I've just been up to Clapworthy Reservoir. I don't eat fish. Are you interested in buying them? And believe it or not, he said to me, he says, I paid the going rate for them. So what do you mean? He said, it's £2. At the time it was £2.50 a pound. And I got about £10, just over £10 a fish. I was quidsing. Give me the pennies. These customers were happy. And I got to know the man who run the pub. And he asked me the one day, he says, when's the next time you're going up the reservoir? I said, I don't know, boy. He said, I'll give you the money to pay, which was 35 quid for the fish. I went, yeah. He says, fortunately, he saes, I know the bloke who's the bailiff there. He comes here to the pub. I said, that's very nice. He said, yeah, he said, sometimes he gets me a couple of fish. He said, but I've asked him if he'll give you a bit of a go to go up there and get a couple of fish for me. I said, yeah, but, you know, I said, I don't mind. He said, but you can fish all day. I went, what for? He said, 35 quid. He went, yeah. He said, you can fish all day. And you can take 10 fish out. What? He said, you can take 10 fish out. He said, but make sure they're good sizes. I went, yeah, okay. So I went up there the one weekend. Caught about £18 a fish, and he still paid me £2.50 per pound. So he's already paid for me to go up there and fish all day, and then he's still giving me money for the fish I caught, which was rather nice. But the one day I went in for a meal with my wife at the time, and she wanted some trout. Do you know how much he was charging for the trout? A tenner. And it wasn't even a pound on there. It was about half a pound of trout. He was charging a tenner. And I thought, you took me for a buggy. But I thought nothing got it in the end. But luckily enough, me and my missus had our meals half price, because he knew me and I'd done the fishing. But he was making his money back. So it didn't grieve me to do the fishing for him and take the money off him for the fish. Yeah. As you can see now, the fish are slowly coming on. As you've seen, I had a nice carp. unfortunately, I keep saying unfortunately a lot, I do apologise. Sadly, his mouth was all buggered. And that's a shame, a real big shame that is. I'm getting a bit thirsty, so my phone's running low, but I only can do segment after segment after segment and try and join them together. So there'll be loads of these little bits until I can do a complete long video. I'm not going to edit nothing because I want to see you. I want you to see me with all the warts and all what can happen. If I fall over, if I flummox, if I drop a fish, or you can learn by my mistakes. That's what I want you to see. I'm not going to be one of these ones that cut certain bits out that you shouldn't see. I want you to see warts and all. It's no good pretending everything's hunky-dory all the time. You can do this, you can do that, you can do this, you can do that. I'm not like Matt Hayes. Matt Hayes had a film crew, this, that and the other. My hero was John Wilson. I used to love watching John Wilson. Because he was, to me, he was a decent bloke. And I've watched him for years. I met John Wilson at the NEC. Shook his hand. Very nice bloke. Very nice man. Unfortunately, he's passed. And then you got the likes of Matty Hayes. There isn't enough guy, but I've got to admit, when he was at the Gone Fishing in Birmingham, NEC, he had a bodyguard. And you should have seen the stage of him. Mate, you got these people walking around all like that was the big eye hammer fishing. I know there's some decent guys out there who are brilliant at fishing, they are experts. I'm not an expert. An expert to me is an expert is an ex is an has-been and a spurt is a drip under pressure. That's my way of looking at it. Again, I'm trying to teach people that fishing is not the be-all and end-all, but it will help your health, believe it or not. Mentally, I've had problems. I'm going to lead you into something now. I've been married 5 times. Yeah. My wife now, who I'm married to, is 26 years younger than me. She likes fishing. She showed me up once or twice. Believe it or not. Yeah. And my daughter, with my 5th wife, she's fished here with me and showed me up. I was teaching her how to fish, but we had time together. I hate this word, making memories. No, have a good time. Yeah, you will have memories, but you're not making them. You are going out for one specific reason. To have family time, have a bit of relaxation, and also you can have a crack as well. But I'm going to sign off for a minute because I need to charge my phone up. And plus, I'm thirsty. I'm fed up of bloody talking, and I bet you're fed up of listening to me. But I'm only going to come back on camera when I've got a fish, a decent one. So you can see I'm not editing. All I'm doing is just stop starting, so you can see what I've got. Okay? Bye for now from Eminem, the Midland man. Let's go fishing. Catch you later.